Thanks for tuning in to our 2021 fundraiser, His Dwelling Place in Real Life. I'm here at the campsite, and this has always been a place that persons know that they will connect with God. We've had so many Bible studies, prayer meetings, praise and worship sessions, small groups with your tent or dorm group, just real times where we feel challenged in our faith and connected because of our belief and our trust in Jesus Christ. I myself have had significant spiritual experiences right here since I first counseled in 1996. I mean, back then we didn't have all the wonderful, amazing buildings that we have now, but it was always been a place where you could connect with God, a place where you knew that God dwelt, and it's a place that we always want to be used for God's glory. We're so grateful for the support we received at our 2020 fundraiser. It was just amazing to have so many persons invest in this ministry. Your gifts enabled us to clear bills that accumulated since the onset of the pandemic, and we're also able to cover our basic maintenance fees moving into this year. Thank you so much. This 2021 fundraiser is also really integral in our life at New Generation. We're hoping that funds that you give will allow us to continue to cover our basic maintenance so that we can keep our campsite operating at least at some level, so that when we're ready to open up, we can become ready to open up. The other place that the funds are going are towards a new website that we hope to launch at the start of next year, 2022. And the third place is towards a master plan for the campsite. Many of you have been given to us outside of our fundraiser, and those gifts have allowed us to start to purchase our campsite. And we are almost 50% of the way. Right now we occupy 7 to 9 acres, but we're going to be owning 15 acres of land. And so we want to put in place a master plan, a big picture of what we think New Generation could look like. And really work through even some of the nitty-gritty stuff, like where will the sewage go and where will the plumbing go, those things that persons don't want to talk about, they don't sound exotic, but also where the buildings will go and what kind of buildings will be relevant to this next season that we're in. So we really want to work through this master plan to make sure that we have a good foundation moving forward, even as we continue to purchase our property. And so that's the third place that your gifts from this fundraiser will go. And so I really hope that you'll just continue to invest in what's happening at New Generation, with what God is doing here, so that this can continue to be a place where persons come knowing that they can connect with God here because He dwells here. How we connect with God, especially in community, has changed in this season, has changed in this pandemic. So we've asked a few of our NewGen P from different parts of the world to share with us, what does it look like to connect with God? What does His presence look like in real life?
Hello, my name is Rihanna Brown, and this is my neighborhood here in Los Angeles, California. What pulls me away from God in this season? I would say oftentimes it's busyness. Sometimes when you're really busy, you have applications due, you have assignments and projects to complete. Oftentimes it's just difficult to put aside time for God or carve out time to build your relationship with Him. How has God continued to dwell with me in the midst of all that is happening? Well, I am one of the leaders of the Christian club at my school, and that has been a real help. Being able to go every week and fellowship with other Christians, and we also hold each other accountable. And another thing is prayer. Prayer for sure has helped a lot. You are also responsible for upholding and maintaining your relationship with God. You have to invite Him to dwell with you. So prayer has definitely been a big help in terms of that. Praying without ceasing definitely helps to build your relationship with God.
Hello everybody, my name is Joseph.
And I'm Sashana. And we're the Collingtons. Yes, one of the things that has, the potential or has been pulling away our attention from God, or is a sort of a distraction, is our finances. So we're currently in a transitional period, and we are now having one income coming in. So naturally, like everyone else, you would have concerns, whether or not we're able to cover all the necessary things that we need to, cover in life. And so we decided that we were going to put it before God, pray about it, and trust God to work it out.
Yeah, well, being the first of the one income and knowing the expectations of a husband, the concerns become very real and distracting indeed, and we want to take care of the lady here. And so it really really definitely it pulled me away all the concerns and just looking at the storm itself. You're in the boat and you're wondering if you're gonna survive it, and the focus, the storm, it gets distracting, the thunders and all that stuff. But I would say, listen, God is a provider. And right now I can laugh about it, I can smile about it, primarily because I've seen God's hand in terms of provision. So I will say, hey, I recently became a supervisor, and that helped to boost my income, and it really made a difference. And it was a challenge getting to that position, and I got so much favor. It was a tough journey, but I got so much favor, and that really made a difference for us. And I don't know for you how God will manifest His provision for you, but the important thing is to keep trusting, keep holding on despite the challenges that you might be going through. I can tell you that He still is in the provision business.
Definitely.
He's still a good Father. He's still a good God. Regardless of how things are, He's still a good God. And so I just want to encourage somebody out there. And so, yeah, gotta call in times.
Yes. So have a good one.
Have a good one.
I've been living in Sweden. It's going to be 20 years. Oh, 21. I came here August 2001. So next August, it's going to be 21 years I've been living in Sweden. There have been a lot of distractions. In Sweden, I always say that Christians here, they understand the verse that says, it is not by works that you're saved, but by grace, lest any man should boast. And so, it's so easy to become lukewarm here in Sweden. And there have been a lot of things to distract me, that I have been distracted. My work, I'm a teacher, and just being a wife and a mother, it's easy to become so caught up in the day-to-day activities of life. I understand when Paul said it's better to be single, because when you're married you have to be thinking on the things of the world. So it's just the everyday life of just working and being a mother, and being a wife. It makes it so easy to just forget Jesus, your first love. But I remember at the age of 19 when I made a total commitment to God, and I said, I give it everything to you. If I'm going to get married, if I'm going to live, my family, a husband, everything. And if you find me moving away from you, give me a lick. And so what has really kept me with him is that I have a family, a church group here. We have a home group, and we meet every other Sunday. Being open, spending time in the Word, reading, studying the Word together. I'm also a part of a women's group. We meet every Monday, and there we can just be honest with each other. We've decided to fast once on Mondays. So that has also kept me grounded. I've gotten sick once or two times, and I think it's just me trying to work things out for myself, trying to understand things for myself without the guidance of the Holy Spirit. And so that has really helped me to keep my focus on Christ. But I really am happy I met Jesus in Jamaica, because it is so easy here in Sweden to become lukewarm. It is very easy. But I thank God for my brothers and sisters here. That really has helped me to keep me in my relationship with Jesus.
The Lord is my strength and my shield. In Him my heart trusted and trusts. and I have been helped, and He helps me. Therefore, my heart is filled with joy, and I will sing praises to Him. You know, listening to the testimonies, I can add mine. Over this past year, my life has dramatically changed. I now have family living with me. You know, instead of being retired and doing my own thing, I have to be there for others full time. It's a phase. And just like the others, and just like all of us, the challenge continually is to trust in God. He doesn't want anything more than us putting our trust in Him. Daily seek Him, daily depend on Him. And when we all trying to figure it out, you know, I try to, it's my natural way of doing things. I'm forced to let it go and let God. And then when we trust, He shows His faithfulness. And that's what He's done with New Generation. And that's what He does with us again and again. So that more and more, in whatever circumstance, we'll reflect Jesus in this earth. The Lord is my strength and shield. In Him my heart trusts. And I have been helped, and He is my help. Therefore, my heart is filled with joy, and I will sing praises to Him.
Hi everyone. In so many ways, you, our friends in Jamaica and all over the world, have been our partners. So you know that 2020 really hit us hard. We didn't have any of our usual summer camps. We only had one rental group, and to be honest, it was just a day group at the campsites. And we had 6 team building groups, most of them being school groups that we did in January before the pandemic really hit. It was, needless to say, a really rough year. 2021, as the country got used to restrictions and were able to navigate the impact of the pandemic better, and as we inserted a lot of creativity into our programming, we were able to see more things happening at New Generation. In the summer, we were able to have what we call pod camps. So pod camps means one of our regular camper parents chooses who they want their child or children to play with or feel safe with them interacted with, and they create their own group of 8 to 10 kids, and we come to them at a location of their choosing in Kingston. Many times this was in someone's backyard, sometimes it was on a school compound. So we, our counselors, we had 13 counselors volunteering, would show up at these camps. We had 5 backyard camps happening across Kingston, and we were able to reach 60 campers. With devotions, with arts and crafts, with fun adventure games. So in this new way, we were able to continue to interact with the next generation. On the team building front, we were able to have 16 groups show up for 28 sessions. So that means some of the groups came more than once. And that's how much they loved this virtual session called The Hunt that we created. If you're interested in being a part of The Hunt and you have a team, then hit us up and let us know, because you don't have to be in Jamaica to engage in this interactive, fun and challenging team building exercise. On the rental side of things, the campsite was still pretty quiet. We had 4 rental groups, but only one of them was residential. But because of income that we got from our 2020 fundraiser, we were able to do general maintenance, and because of some extra gifts and grants, we were able to do treehouse repairs as well as complete the hall expansion. The hall expansion we thought was supposed to accommodate more people, but it turns out that it allows us to have the same number of people but socially distant. But we do look forward when our camp can be full again, when we can sit side by side. But even when we can't, we still want this to be a place where we know persons can connect with each other and connect with God. There's so many things that we are truly grateful for. We're grateful for our board of directors and our shadow board of directors. Our shadow board of directors are persons in their 20s or 30s. There are 7 of them who have volunteered to help be a part of our decision-making process. Our board of directors continues to be integral in every decision that we make and have helped to guide this organization through a difficult season. So we're thankful for both groups of persons. We're grateful for our full-time staff who have been working and trying to find new ways for us to fulfill our vision and our mission. We're thankful for our contract workers, our donors and prayer partners, and community of friends all over the world. We really could not have done this without you. We could not continue with our mission without your help. As we look into 2022, we want to see more team building events happen. Whether virtually or in person, this was our main income earner in 2021, and we want to continue to maximize this not just as a source of income, but as a way of building stronger teams in this nation. We want to have more podcamps across Kingston and maybe also in St. Anne. And we hope to have summer rental groups, whether that be your church or some other group of persons that wants to get out of town. We want to be able to host them at our campsite this summer. Yes, that will depend on restrictions and we will have to operate within what is allowed. But once it is allowed, we want to see you there. As I mentioned, the fundraiser, or funds from this fundraiser, goes towards 3 things. Website upgrade, which is launching in 2022, hopefully, and that will tell you of the things I just mentioned, as well as other surprises and other things we hope to bring on stream next year. We also want to be able to cover our operational expenses, and the majority of the funds will actually go towards creating a professional master plan for our campsite. We are almost 50% of the way in purchasing our campsite. That's 15 acres of land. Currently, we only occupy about 7 to, let's say, 9 acres. So we're looking forward to using a lot more space, not immediately, but eventually, one step at a time, one block at a time. But we want to make sure that as we make these decisions, we're guided by where we see our campsite being in the future. So having a professionally done master plan will help us get there. So we are really looking forward to you supporting this fundraiser. There's a pledge form in the description of this video. And also if you received an email or if you got this video forwarded from one of our staff members, they would also be able to guide you as how you can give. How can you plant a seed? How can you be a part of what God is doing now and in the future at New Generation? We really, really, really look forward to your support in this season. And while we are not sure what 2022 will really hold, we step forward in faith, knowing that God is faithful to fulfill His word and to use this ministry to impact not just Jamaica, but the entire world. We have been seeing that happen, seeds being planted in our team building program, People by the Cross, Bible study devotions, adventure course, choir camp, Miss Barbara's cooking, everyone's cooking as we sit and eat together, the conversation that happens around campfires, in tents, while we do arts and crafts, all of these events, all of the things that we do at our campsites, all of the teachable moments that happen because we want to be pointing persons to Christ for His kingdom and for His glory. And we look forward to you being a part of that. So thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed your time with us, and we look forward to your support and to seeing you at the campsite in the years to come. Have a good day.